Hello everyone, welcome to JV Reddy Automation World. Today we are going to see one of the most important topic in the automation, that is how to implement OOPS concepts in automation framework, Selenium Automation Framework. Right, this is very important in in our job purpose or interview purpose. Right, this is very important. A lot of people struggling how to explain these type of questions in the interview or how to implement in real time project. Right, today I will explain right in real time how we have to implement it. Right, we will see right OOPS concepts, four pillars of OOPS concept, how to implement. Main concepts are abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Right. What is abstraction? We know what is abstraction. General terminology everyone knows. Right. Everyone can explain. But where you have implemented, right? We will get a cross question like where you have implemented, right? What is the advantage we will get it? Right. Abstraction is like right hiding the internal details, showing only necessary details to the end user. Right. Hiding the internal details. How you will hide? By using abstract classes or interfaces, we can achieve it. By using abstract classes and interfaces, we can achieve it. Right, we will see in the automation framework. Just I have created one Maven project. I think everyone knows about it. Right, Maven project. Just I have added the latest dependencies, Selenium and TestNG. I have taken a Selenium and TestNG and then Surefire plugin. This is not required, just optional, but compiler plugin 21 JDK 21. I'm using. Right, we'll start with the right. Each framework level code almost we will write in a SRC main Java. Right, these are all reusable code. Right, framework code means a reusable code. That is, we will write in a SRC main Java. SRC test Java we will write only test cases. Right, right. We'll see. Right, first we'll start with the abstraction. We'll create one abstract. You can create an abstract class or interface. Anything. We'll create a interface, whether it is an interface or abstract class, that is fine. We'll start with the interface. Interface, okay, driver factory, maybe, okay, driver, web driver, driver factory, maybe, okay. We can name it anything, just I have named it as a driver factory. Right, here, what are the things we required, right? In the driver factory, what are the methods? Create driver, right, close driver, and then get driver. Some methods. Okay, create driver means what we have to return it. Right, once we create the driver, right, we have to right return it like a right web driver. Right, we have to return the object of the web driver. Get close driver and then get driver. Get driver also we have to return as a web driver. Right. These are the some of the abstract methods. Right. In interface, whatever we have created, these are all public abstract methods. Public abstract methods. Then we will right. We cannot create object of this one, right? Then how to? Then we will create a implemented classes. What are the implemented classes? Chrome driver factory, right? Chrome driver factory. Then it will extend, but every driver should follow the rules. Those rules will provided by driver factory, right? Implements, right? Implements driver factory, right? Implements driver factory. Here we have to implement it, right? These are all right. Chrome driver return directly. We can return Chrome driver, or we can right whatever right. We can create a right Chrome options. Those are all we can return it, and then you can whatever logic you want. Just I am telling how to integrate it. Suppose if you want right. Okay, how we will create web driver equal to new Chrome driver. Then if you want to write additional configurations, anything, if you require additional configurations, right, Chrome options, right, if you want a Chrome options, right? If you want to maximize, right? If you want to maximize the browser, right? If you want, we can add options like this also, or we can driver that we can use disable any info bars, right? Disable notifications, right? Extension. These are all by default whenever browser opened. These are all will load. These are all optional. Just I am showing. If you want incognito, you can open in incognito. This is an option. Incognito is suppose if you want a headless, right? A headless mode, right? If you want to execute in a headless mode, right? We can also add headless mode. But these are all then create the driver object and return it, return the driver, return the driver object. Right, whenever close the driver means, right, close it. Get driver means how we will get it. Right, this is also important thing, right? How you will get, right, web driver we have created here, right, web driver we have created here. Then here get driver method. If you want a get driver method, then how? Right, then we have to create it as a here, right? Then we can instance variable we can create and then we can get return driver. Right. Right. If you want to close it, driver, if driver not equal to null, right, if driver not equal to null, driver dot quit, quit the entire browser. If you want. Okay, like this Chrome driver. Suppose I want a Firefox. Right. Similarly, I want a Firefox driver. We'll create a new. Right. Here, what we are implementing Firefox driver factory. We are implementing abstraction concept by using interface, or you can take abstract class also. No issues. Anything we can take it. Right. Then Firefox driver factory. We will take implements. Right. Same way. Right. Same way we can implement create driver. Right. We don't require in Selenium for we don't require. We don't need to set any driver path or web driver manager. We don't require. Right. It will automatically open the browser. Right. Here also we can implement all the interface methods and provide the implementation. Similarly, edge driver. Right. If you want edge driver, right, we can just copy paste it and change it implementation. All right. That's it. If you want edge driver, Firefox driver, right? Edge driver, edge driver. Okay, edge driver factory implements. It implements driver factory. Right, same way we can add the all the options and then we can. Right, once we created, right, once we have done, then what is the next thing? Right, we have created a interface and then driver factors. But how the child class will get, suppose in the test SRC test Java, I want to create a simple login. Okay. We'll create a package like tests. Right. What we will have usually tests and pages. Right. Tests and pages. We will have a tests and pages. Right. Suppose I have created a simple login test. Okay. Login test. Right. We have to create some base test for this. Right. There in the automation framework, what we will do, we will create a base test. Right. Base test. Then what we have to do here, we need a right driver creation. When we will create at the rate before method, right? Each before method in the test engine, I require I want to create the driver instance. Okay. Public void, right? Then create driver. Okay, create driver. Create a driver. Then here driver on what basis I have to create the driver? I require some parameters, right? I require some parameter, right? we can use ITest context or at the rate, and we can also use at the rate parameters, right? Browser. Okay, browser. We will send this browser in browser. Okay, in browser. Okay, if right, if suppose if browser is right Chrome, if browser is Chrome, then what we can do? We can create the object of the driver factory. Interface is what we can create on right. We can create on top driver factory. Right, we can factory create the Chrome driver factory and then create driver. And then if it is a Firefox. If we have a Safari, then we can add Safari like this. Right, reusability. This is called a dynamic polymorphism. Right, this is called a dynamic polymorphism. Right, here the concept, one more concept is coming, dynamic polymorphism. What we are doing based on the parameter dynamically, we are creating the driver instance. Right, we are creating that dynamically. Right, right then. Then here, okay, driver factory dot get. Okay, fine. This base test will extend by login test will extends. Right, login test will extends base test. Right, this is for right inheritance. Right, this is called what inheritance. Right, simple at the rate will create a test ng test at the rate test public void something test login. Okay, test login. Then, but where is the get driver method? Right, we have to create one public uh, get driver method web driver dot get driver. Okay, factory dot get driver. It will return the driver object. Right here, we are using a dynamic polymorphism concept. Right, dynamic polymorphism is dynamically we are creating the driver object based on the parameter. Right, then here inheritance concept. Login test extends base test. So inheritance concept will get the get driver something. Right, something we will take a right website. Uh, its website it's still call an orange google.com. Orange HRM. Right, we will take a orange HRM. There is that login sign in page. Okay. Is this one correct one? Okay. Think okay, let me okay, let me open again. I think Orange HRM demo website. All right, I think this one. Okay, this will take quickly. Right, we will open this. But right, we have to we require a page classes. Directly, I will write here. All right, but we require one more feature. Oops, concept encapsulation, right? To achieve encapsulation, we require a page classes, right? We'll create a login page. Encapsulation means what? Right, one we have seen abstraction by using interface, how to create it, and then encapsulation, dynamic polymorphism, right? And then we'll see encapsulation. Encapsulation is wrapping up of the data members wrapping up of the data members and methods into a single unit. Into a single unit is called a encapsulation. Right here, what are the methods? What are the variables locators? Right, locators. Methods means right variables and methods. Wrapping up of data members and methods into a single unit is called a encapsulation. Here, what we will do? Simple. Right, inspect it. Right, inspect it. What is that? It has a name. Right, it has a name. Right, what we will do? Locators at the rate find by. Okay, web element. Can create the web element. It has a name. Right, it has a name. What is the name? User name. User name text box. Right, it should be follow the some naming standards so that it will be very easy for us. Right, to understand what is that element. For password, suppose password name. Right, it has also as a name. Right, it will go password text. Then what else we can have? Right, we can have a right login button. We can have a what is the locator for it login button. It has button uh, button. It has a class. Right, it has a class. We can take a orange HRM login button. Orange. Otherwise, we can also write down XPath. XPath is a last preference. So we will go with the class only. Right, we will go with the class. Right, XPath is the last preference. Right, login button. Then what we will do? We will create. Right, public void. Right, something verify login. Okay, verify login. For this username password, we will send. And here also we have to create a right base page. Right, here also we require a inheritance concept base page. Right, in the base page, what we will do? In the base page, all the page related things we will write down. Uh, public base page constructor. We have to pass the driver object, right? We require a driver object. Right, we require a driver object. Private here, what we will do? Private web driver instance variable. In the constructor, what we will do? Just initialize that, and then page factory dot init element initialize it. Right, if you want to use the page factory, we have to initialize these things. Right, then here also we will write a one public void get driver method to return driver to the child classes. Right, and also what else we required here? Right, a explicit wait. We required a explicit wait private web driver wait. How to create explicit wait web driver wait equal to inside a constructor. What we will do? Uh, wait equal to new web driver wait. But here constructor is undefined. We have to write the latest one. Right, duration dot off seconds. Just by default something we will take it. Okay. Okay, fine. Here also we will write a one method to get the explicit wait object. Get wait. Right now here also inheritance concept will extend base page. So that what will happen? Right here constructor we need to add constructor. In the constructor we have to call the super. That means whatever driver we are passing from the test case, it should be passed to base page. Right, then here here few more things also we can write it. What we can write it? Public void enter text. Right, enter text. For this, what required? We required a text and then locator. Text and web element. First we will see web element. If we have a web element, we'll take the web element and then text. Web element and then text. Right, then what we will do? We will wait for the element. Right. Just we don't require all these things. Right. Wait dot until is displayed and enabled. Right. A lambda expression, or you can use normal way of it also. Element dot clear and then send keys. Right, enter text. Here we will see method overloading, polymorphism concept. Method overloading. Method overloading. Here we can write a click element, right? Enter text. Method overloading also we will see public void enter, right? Text by using locator, by locator. Here web element, here by using locator. Here by using locator. Right. Then we can get the right. Before that, we have to wait for it. Right. Without waiting, if we get the driver, it will fail immediately. First, we have to wait for it. Wait dot until right expected conditions. We'll use the expected conditions, and then presence of element or visibility of element, anything. Then, if it is element is available, then find the element. Right. Don't do the driver dot find element before wait. That is wrong thing. Right. This is the overloading concept. Similarly, here also we can overload click element by using locator also, right? By locator. If you want to overload more things, suppose I want to customize, right? Suppose click element, right? What I can do, web element, and then type. If you want to customize your own type. Right. Then we can create again WebDriver wait separately. And what is the time you want to wait for? What is the time you want to wait for it? Right. By default time, what we have given sometimes, right? I want to wait for only failure conditions. What will happen? It will increase the time. So if you want to customize the second, this is also a overload method, right? Overload, polymorphism, right? Polymorphism method of overloading. Right. Method overloading means what? Parameter method name will be same, but arguments will be different. Method name will be same, but arguments will be different. Right. Type of argument, number of argument, order of argument. Method overload. Right. Now come to our test case. Right. Just we have given login. Okay. Then now what we have to create the object of the login page. Right. Here we have to create the object of login page. Then login page dot verify login. Right. What is the username? I already given admin one to right admin one. Right. What are the concepts we have covered? We have covered abstraction by using interface. Right. We have created different driver factories and then encapsulation. Encapsulation where it will come page classes. Right. Wrapping up of the data members and methods into a single unit is called a encapsulation. Inheritance where in login page we have covered, we have created a base page. In the base page, we have created all the reusable methods and the login test here, base test, right? This is also a right inheritance we have covered at a base test, base page and polymorphism. Polymorphism comes two ways, right? Method of overloading, method of overriding. In the base page, what we have done in the base page, we have created overloading methods, enter text, right? Click element, right? Method of overloading concept. Overriding, overriding will come in two ways. One is the dynamic polymorphism, right? Here we have used in dynamic polymorphism in the base test, right? Base by dynamically we are creating the object. This is one thing, and usually we will learn one more thing, right? Override, right? Override. Suppose sometimes what will happen? Click method is not working. Whatever click method is there, it is not working. Suppose, right? Here what we have to do, right? First we have to do enter text username text box and then enter text password, then click. Right. Suppose sometimes what will happen? This click method is not working. Right, base class provided click method is not working. Then what I can do? I can override. I can override. That means method name will be same. Right, method name will be same. Right, but what I can do? Maybe I will use the JavaScript executor. Right, I will use the JavaScript executor to click on it. Right, to click on it. What happened? JavaScript, right, small s, right, JavaScript execute. Right, we can use the click. Right, this is called a override. Right, override method. Right, this is the override method. Right, we can just to know it is a overrided method from the parent class. It is an optional. Right, this is called a method overriding. Right, method overriding. Right, method overriding. Right, overriding the parent class, same signature, but implementation is different. Right, implementation is different. Now it will call this one. Right. Now just we will try to execute whether it is working or not our test case. Right. Okay. Okay. There is some issue escape. What is the issue? Browser. Right. We have to send browser, but currently we did not send a browser. Right. We require a testng.xml file. Right. To execute it. Right. Let me quickly create one file. testng.xml. testng.xml. Right. But I required some dummy. Right. Okay, I required some sample. All right, how to get the sample? I will take it from the existing project. Let me take it from the existing one. Okay, fine. Copy. Okay, copy paste. Okay, fine. Now we have to give the okay. What is this? Login suit login test and then browser Chrome and then what is the where is our login test? We have to give the entire path of the login test. Right, where is the go to login test? What is the test? It is the package test dot login test. Right, now we will see go to login base test. What is the name? Same name should be sync with the same name, right? Browser. Okay, okay, now we will trigger again. Something is created. Sorry. Okay, right click, run as test and suit. Right, like this, right, one by one, how to explain where we have implemented, right? I have explained very clearly, right? If you like the way of teaching and the video, just like and comment on the video, right? If you are more, right, if you get more knowledge from this, right, you can also do the thanks, right? You can, right, by using thanks button, you can do the some donation also if you are interested. That's it. It is executed because we kept in a headless mode, right? It is ran in a headless mode, right? Finally, what are the OOPS concept? Abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. We have successfully implemented, right? All the features of it. Right. Thanks for watching. Please share it to your friends. Please like and comment on the video.